Welcome to another episode of Marketing RV with Ranalli and
Volpe.
We are at Carmines Pizzeria, or Carmines Parkside, as we were last week. This is in Chester Springs, PA, and Carmines is a sponsor of Gravy Wars, which was the book I released 10 years ago, 2009. Can you believe that?
Back when you were 48.
Yeah, don't add years to me, okay?
No? Is that not right?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's way wrong.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, 28.
Gene, I'm going to take you off track here.
Go ahead.
I brought you a little present today.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember a few episodes ago I told you I was going to bring you a little present?
I do not remember that.
All right, well.
Was I drinking wine?
No, you weren't.
Really?
No, you weren't. No, because we were at BHCU.
We were at, let's see, what did you bring me? Let's see what this is. All right, let's see. So if you, unfortunately, well, we'll post a picture, right?
Yes, you'll have to.
My favorite podcast, Vagina Chatter. Oh, it says Cucina on it, though.
Yeah, because that was the name of the podcast. Wait, I'm going to take some video as you hold that up.
Let's
Go
see.
ahead.
Yeah,
Let's do
and
this.
I've noticed, too, there's also,
that
what's that, the
pig?
Irish flag?
You're
Is that the
kidding me,
Irish
right?
flag and
No,
the American
that's-
flag together?
No, that's the Italian.
Oh, is the Italian flag?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I give you an Irish
Come
flag?
on, you know I know that.
Okay.
Here it is. Take that video.
Yeah, look, I got it.
I'm going to rock the hell out of this. That was so nice of you. Thank you.
I found one in the prize closet, and it's all yours.
In the prize
In the
closet.
prize closet.
I'm the big winner today because I got a new shirt. And as we started this,
Our food got delivered.
yeah,
Ooh,
I don't know how we're
going
going to play this.
What do you mean? How are we
Well,
going to eat with all this? I know,
jam this down my face while we're talking to Dan?
So I'm just going to do a still shot. Hold up your wrap there
I
and
guess.
tell me what that is. Yeah.
This is a chicken Caesar salad wrap on a spinach wrap, right?
Yes.
My
Oh,
man.
That is so cool. And
Yeah, it's going to be good.
what did I get over here?
Well, I told you I haven't been good lately, so this is my way of being good. Notice there's no chips, there's no French fries, there's not a garlic cheesesteak.
I got the garlic
Oh, that's what you
cheesesteak.
got. Right. Yeah, so I'm trying to be somewhat decent here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll see.
Well, you have to make up for your weekend.
True. I always seem to be having to make up for my weekend,
It's funny.
but that's okay. So where are we going?
So where we're going is where we are, Carmines. I just want to put the mic away and eat this food, but
I
we're
know.
not going to do that. So we have one of the managers with us. I'm saying one of, or are you the manager?
One of, yeah.
One of the managers,
I'm
Dan.
I'm the best.
Dan,
That's
I love your
fantastic.
modesty.
I love
right
that.
out
That
of the
was great.
gate.
And
Right
if,
out
and
of
if
the
the other ones are listening, he's just kidding.
Yeah, definitely
it's
kidding.
like-
Not really. Great.
You know what was so cool? Dan welcomed me when I came in here, and he was so excited that we were doing the podcast here because, as from what I could tell, you've never been a part of a podcast.
Never.
And haven't seen one done live. This is as good as it gets now. I guess some
Well, I
of
was
them are
going to say,
different.
tell everybody how exciting this really is.
It really is. Do you think that Malcolm Gladwell is listening?
Probably.
Yeah, because I read his book, so he's probably listening.
Well, he's my uncle, so.
As if he is, I could get on his. No, this is awesome, though. I got the. Joe usually doesn't cue me in on stuff happening, but yeah, I got the text. You guys we're doing a podcast. I got real excited. I've been talking about you all day.
Well, wait, I can't let him flex his muscles and just let it go. So if you're talking about Malcolm
That's
Gladwell,
what I was going to
all
go
right,
back
go
to.
ahead, you do it. Go
No,
ahead.
yeah, but that's wonderful. I mean, this is the marketing guru. You listen to Malcolm Gladwell?
Oh yeah, revisionist history.
Really?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Wait, revisionist history.
Well, that's his podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, I read
okay.
read his
then
books too.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got a. Have you not heard revisionist history?
I've heard of it. What's the
Yeah.
podcast about?
It's about like he takes events in history that are like overlooked or misunderstood, kind of goes back and analyzes them.
Oh, I like that.
But he revises history. I wonder how much honesty is there, or it just takes a different look at it.
Yeah,
he
it's
always
like
does
a-
look at things a different way. I've read
Right.
Tipping Point and the other. What's the other book I read?
There's
try to-
Good business books.
Outliers,
No.
David and Goliath,
I
What
think
the
Outliers.
Dog
I
Saw.
think I read
yeah.
Outliers.
Damn, dude, you're I'm impressed.
I'm
Hey,
impressed.
thank you.
with
Yeah,
that.
I'm impressed. That's
So
pretty good.
you're not interested in him for the business sense so much as you are for just because it's interesting?
Yeah, real just cool
Yeah, I'm
ways
looking
of
at-
looking at
uh-oh.
stuff. And
Hello, who's
see,
this?
Lisa heard you say you were the best manager.
yeah, she's a very close second.
Okay, well, you need to talk,
Yeah.
Lisa, right into that. Dan loves to dream. She says, you know what, Lisa, why don't you have a seat? Why don't you get
listen,
in on
if
this
you're gonna talk to these
podcast?
people, I'm jumping in.
You're jumping into your food?
Yeah.
So I can talk so you can eat. Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Okay, if somebody comes in, Lisa's got to jump. Not a big deal. Don't eat that's mine.
Don't. She said, don't eat that.
Don't eat that. Don't touch that, I said. So, Lisa, how long have you been here at Carmines?
Long story short, started in '08, was here, so about 10, 11 years with a 4-year break.
Okay, we won't ask about the break of the downtime. But what I want to know, and what Jean wants to know, is so Maria and Joe Scavito own Carmine's Parkside. They owned a place called Boston Pizza in, we're thinking in West Philadelphia. Do you know anything about that? It was in Bryn Mawr. Is that the
Mawr?
same one?
Nah, well, this is technically Wynwood, but they're close.
Maybe that's it. See, I don't know that much of it. Her mother and her father, I think, at one time. And then I think, didn't Pops have a place? Oh, sorry. Pops had a place in Berwyn, and then the mother kept her place down in the main line. It might have been Haverford or somewhere
technically
down there.
Wynwood is probably where it was.
Okay.
It's still probably considered the main line. It was just off the beaten path. I lived in West Philly, and we would travel out just over City Line Avenue, which is the city line, right? And then we would go there, and it was one of my old man's been gone for 25 years now. He's a firefighter, but it was one of our favorite places for like a Friday night. We would go for pizza.
I'm going to venture to say it was the same place.
I think
and,
so.
And now Joe's listening to this podcast and
Right.
kicking himself that he didn't make the effort to get here like he was supposed to. But I think
You know all that, yeah. I
He
don't
would,
know all
right?
those details, yeah.
Well, I want to get into his space because he's obviously he was a Philly cop.
I don't
Philly
think
cop?
he was a Philly cop, but he might have been Upper Darby. Was it Philly?
Darby.
Maybe
Darby
he could have
or
also
Upper
been.
Darby?
He could have been both too. Depends on if they moved. Like he could have jumped.
He could have. But his family, so his parents owned, they did some restauranting? they
sounds
owned
good to me.
something, they caterers or something in Philly.
Gators.
Caterers.
Oh, Caters. I think so. Okay.
Or was that Maria's family? I read it. It's in Gravy Wars. It's in the original edition.
Joe needs to be here for all that, but I think Joe started, I think, as a mall cop in security and then worked his way up and then was a full narcotics undercover cop, from what I understand.
Yeah, he definitely retired as a detective before he got into the restaurant business with Maria.
Walks like one, talks like one, stands like one.
Are you guys afraid when he comes in?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. So we love this place because the food is just outrageously good and there's so much of it. What's the big I mean, obviously you're a pizza joint, but beside the pizza, what's your best seller?
You know, I would say pizza and strombolis, but we have great salads, great cheesesteaks. I think we're very
Yeah, I'd say
pasta.
cheesesteaks are probably number 2. Very good cheesesteaks.
And you have the sit-in and take-out. What's more popular?
We have a very loyal crowd. For lunch, I would say 75% come at least 3 days a week. It's a very set crowd. We have some people that come 5 days a week no matter what. I've been here a long time. I can tell when the car pulls up, and usually, can I not have their order on the screen for many of them?
That's like a good bartender, right?
No, it is good. And I have people that come in that have been coming in that go through diet plans and so on, and they ask me what they're going to have for lunch. And I tell them.
Kind of like Gene when I was going to go for the 12-inch cheesesteak. He said, no, you want the smaller one.
They rely on that. It's a family, cheersy kind of restaurant that way. They rely on that familiarity, and it blossoms. Nighttime's different. Nighttime's a busier. Dan would know nighttime better.
Yeah, a lot of takeout, a lot of delivery too. Deliver.
How far out do you go? How many miles?
I think it's about 6 to 7.
What's your what do you guys do to market the place?
You know, we don't do a lot of marketing, but we don't have to.
Wow, so a lot of word of mouth.
Wait, I got to jump in and let me help you with this. This is incredible. I'm not lying. I'm not even bullshitting. Like, this is the best decision I made all week.
What you're eating?
Chicken Caesar wrap. So it's got giant chunks of provolone in it. Mm-hmm. Sharp, right? Is it provolone? And then there's like homemade croutons in it.
Oh my gosh.
No, this is
So,
awesome.
You're eating very quietly.
I am, and I'm going to finish the second half. I just had to jump in so I get some reprieve.
Did you want to save that crumb in your beard for later, or?
I know I got shit in my teeth. There's probably stuff in my beard. I'm not embarrassed right now.
You can't embarrass him. That is hysterical. I love.
Did you get a picture of it?
No.
So you screwed that up.
I did. I'm holding a mic. I'm holding books. So,
To answer that better, though, so it's not that we don't do marketing. He does market and he does magazines and so on like that. But being where we are and how long it's been here, and again, the word of mouth, because it's a very local gathering. You've got the park setting. You've got people coming. It is truly a place that is a word of mouth that they just keep coming. And then we have Licks in the summer, which is ice cream.
oh, is that part of this too? Oh.
Yeah. Opens, what did we open? Mid-May, and we go through September, and very, very popular.
And that's like a little counter takeout
Right.
Not little, though. We have about 20-some flavors of ice cream, about, 15 flavors of water ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. Maybe even more.
Wow, this is so impressive.
Soft serve. So,
Good stuff.
All right, half of the cheesesteak, then some soft serve.
Just saying, your stuff's getting cold.
Yeah, just keep eating. You're the one that got the cold sandwich, right?
Okay, I will. No, it's not. The chicken's hot.
Oh, it's hot.
Yep.
You've been here about a year?
Yeah, just about.
What brought you here?
So I delivered here through college, during the summers. Wanted a pizza delivery job. This is an awesome place. Joe's a great dude. And, I was looking for work. I left my last job on a Friday night. Saturday morning, Joe said, hey, I need a driver. I said, all right. And then I was going to go leave, interview for some big boy jobs. And he said,
Big boy jobs?
yeah, like with the suit. Yeah. Yeah.
Like all corporate and everything?
gosh.
I got you.
Yeah,
What's your degree in?
psychology.
Oh. Wow, Gettysburg, that's not a cheap college.
No, it's not. So that's why Joe's paying me the big bucks here, so I can.
So
and we can all dream.
so you both manage a staff. Is it high turnover, I would imagine, in this kind of business?
It's a high turnover because it's a lot of hours. It's a lot of days of constant, and we usually keep kids through. They start maybe 15, 16, and they go right through college. So we have a good staff, but it continues to change.
Sure. So you guys are training the next generation of workers. You guys are forming their work ethic.
Absolutely. They stay. Generally, they stay the whole process. They'll start as trainees, then they'll start up front. They might migrate to ice cream. We always take the managers for things like ice cream from up front, and it's good. They stay. They become great friends.
Lisa had that answer like, boom. Were you surprised that I asked? Do you think of yourself as a mentor? I guess you have to as a manager.
Definitely not as much as Lisa, because Lisa's my mentor too.
Aw.
I'm like
It's learning.
A
It's
stop along
tougher
the
for
way.
Dan because
Yeah.
he's the same age as most of them. So, that always breeds something a little different.
Big time, yep.
Yeah, I would probably be more like the mother. But we have a great time, and he does great. He's really great.
And the owners are on the premises a lot,
yeah,
correct?
absolutely, yeah, quite hands on. Especially when it gets busy on the weekends. They're all,
I would think the customers like that.
They do. In fact, they'll comment if they're not here. And they have 2 children who are starting to really get involved in the business.
So when we posted on social that we were going to be here, somebody liked and shared or something, and it wasn't either of you two?
No, because I'm the old fart. I didn't know what a podcast was.
That's great. That's great.
was not me either. Yeah, I don't.
He said, you better hurry. They're doing a podcast. I said, oh my gosh, I got to do my hair because they can't see you.
Well, actually, we
will take
sometimes
some
do a
pictures.
video podcast, so
Yeah.
we could, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry I left you hanging. I'm sweating right now.
You're sweating?
That was damn good.
And am I supposed to
I
feel
couldn't
bad
stop
that you're
eating it.
sweating?
No,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
just
do you want to
saying
go take a break? Would you
I
like to
would
get a
have
drink?
listen. I would have yielded to you normally, right? No. I'm trying to be good. That was actually I do need curly fries, but I'm not. But I can't. I'm trying to be good. That's why I ate the wrap. It was a spinach wrap, by the way.
Yeah.
It was wrapped in a spinach tortilla. What do you call it? Right? I'm telling you, dude, that was really, really, really good. That was awesome.
Too bad that you're not going to have any of this garlic cheesesteak because I'm not sharing.
So says you. No, I am not going to have it. I'm going to watch your face when you go to eat it. So how are we doing here on time?
So we're doing very well on time.
Do you want to dig in and let me take the wheel?
You can take the wheel, but I don't think I'm going to dig in.
Not yet?
No.
Well, at least cover it.
It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah. I trust Lisa.
We could
No,
put it
it's
under
fine.
the-
It's all good.
Under the heat lamp.
I'm good.
Okay.
You're not too picky.
good.
She's usually very picky.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
about what I eat, not the temperature so much,
Okay. It's probably... This is true. I get it. I know. Listen, I'm married to a Sicilian. I know what they're allowed to do. And that's whatever the hell she wants.
You know what? What's interesting? So I said this. I think I said it on this podcast. I know I said it on the last one. So the story of Joe and Maria Scavito and Carmine's Parkside is in Gravy Wars in the first edition. In the second edition, there were some other sponsors. We changed it up a bit. But I thought it was funny when I was coming in here with the books and whatnot. Dan said, "How did you go from Gravy to public speaking?" And I said, it was actually kind of the other way.
Yeah, right.
But that's very cool that you did a little research on me that fast.
Yeah. I got the
I was
text.
impressed.
Joe said podcast. I said, that's cool. Yeah, I looked you up and saw what is it called? Impact.
Yeah,
in
that's my book.
2018.
And I have a
Yeah.
copy of it for you. So this is a book
right.
of tips and tricks on public. I taught public speaking for a number of years.
Did
I
you?
worked in broadcast. So my foray into professional life was through radio, and it's come full circle. I got out of radio to do corporate communications. In the meantime, I was doing corporate training and teaching public speaking and interpersonal communication in college.
Oh, wow.
And I always thought it would be helpful because kids don't read textbooks. And I always thought I definitely need to do a little book of tips. There's 1,000 public speaking tips, so I put them all together and put them into a book, categorize them, so tips on opening your speech, closing it, research, preparation, all this body language, all that kind of stuff. But it's great for the busy professional, too. Yes, this is totally a cheap promotion for my book. No way around it.
This is why we do it. You're allowed.
So it's just one of those great, it's a pocket-sized book. It's not going to take up much room in your briefcase, your computer case, your iPad case, your pizza bag.
Yep. You can take it with you while you're driving around. I have read that whole one.
You
Not
did?
Gravy Wars, yeah. Gravy Wars has too many words.
Oh, my God. There's pictures in there, too, Gene.
I know, but there's too many words. This was easy.
They're both easy.
Call it gravy, or did you call
No,
it sauce?
so I'm not.
The big your
My
wife.
wife,
is.
yeah.
Okay.
So we were on the Capri side. I think we're Abruzzese too, a little bit. My
Okay.
grandmother was, but I have a big thing with this. I think you're full of shit if you're calling it anything other than gravy. If there's meat in it, if
Okay.
there's meat in it, it's gravy. End of discussion. What do you think?
So
Thoughts?
my family is from Florence,
Okay.
and we call it sauce.
If there's meat in it, yeah.
Yeah, no. You know what? Italians from Italy, north, south, all call it sauce.
They're wrong.
No, well,
No, they're wrong.
but if you read the book, Gene,
I have read pieces of it. I told
the
you.
Southern Italians, when they came over here, because a lot of them were uneducated, spoke their language. When they were trying to translate for the English-speaking people, this is my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
They were trying to find a word that would
Translate.
basically, because you had all these populations from southern Italy with all their different dialects. There was salsa, ragu, both are sauce, different dialects. Ragu can also mean gravy.
Okay.
So while all us Americans say, well, it's got meat in it, it's gravy,
Yep.
the real issue, the real reason it's called gravy in America by pockets of Italians here and there is because of the mistranslation, Raul.
Well, plus you would say meat sauce. You'd never say meat gravy, right?
Yeah, I
mean,
guess.
if you get spaghetti, you'd have spaghetti and meat sauce.
Yeah, that's true.
I would never hear it called spaghetti and meat gravy, or I think they were
No,
serving
you know
turkey.
what? I think I can't remember, but I feel like we did a little bit of meat gravy too. I don't know. I'm trying to dig back because now that we're talking about it, like I've always said gravy.
Red gravy or
But
brown
I would
gravy.
I wouldn't be surprised if my grandmother was rolling around in her grave right now. She might be
I am half
half. Can't you hear it in his voice? You want to laugh? So I used to work down in the city, down in Fairmount, and there was a place called Little Pete's, and it was like a steak and sandwich spot. And I called up there the one day and I told her I wanted pizza fries.
Right?
And she said, well, I don't order pizza fries. Oh, are they the fries with the gravy? And I said, yeah, the cheese and the gravy.
Oh, no. Well, great.
Fries, which could mean cheese. It could mean a bacon cheese.
Well, wait, you
Well,
guys don't
gravy
do
on-
pizza fries here?
Gravy fries
do.
have brown gravy on it.
Well,
but
that's-
pizza fries have red gravy.
So I ordered pizza fries. When she said gravy fries, I said, yeah. Because
And
I'm
you
thinking
got
she's
brown
putting gravy
gravy.
on it. I got
You
brown
got
gravy.
roast beef gravy.
It was, turkey.
Oh,
It was actually
ew.
turkey gravy. They were delicious.
Really?
It was actually turkey gravy, cheese, and French fries. And they thought because they thought it was gravy.
They
Well,
thought
I
that-
thought
because
they were
you
referring
told
to
her.
red gravy.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
That is funny.
So I'm going to ask Dan a question. Do you aspire to own your own spot someday?
You know what? No. Not, at the moment I don't.
Okay. Well, you're still a pup. How old are you?
4.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. You got a long way to figure that out. But go ahead.
Right. It's never been something that I, there's never, like I said a lot, it's a cool deal, but yeah, it's never been
Yeah. Yeah, this is why I'm asking, because we're always talking about. So I'm obviously an eater. I'm Italian. I'm a drinker. I like these places.
You sure?
I have a dream where I own a really high-end restaurant where I go in and I know everybody, sort of like the movies. And I don't do anything but sit and they serve me. And I know that sounds awful, but I don't mean it that way. I get to I would always take care of all the waiters and waitresses like we do now. But I want to be in the corner of the round table with all my friends and family around, where I'm just ordering stuff off the menu. And because I own the place, I don't have to pay for nothing. I can get whatever I want, the best bottles of wine. But I don't want to have to put the work into owning the place. So when I talk to people, I'm like, I have a lot of friends in the industry, in the business, and they're all like, dude, do not open a restaurant. Because, and I'm sure Joe would probably say the same thing. Not that because some people are gluttons for punishment. So he might be the kind of guy that loves 48-hour days, right? So it has nothing to do with the type of work. It's the type of person doing the work. I have to imagine that it's like long days sometimes of, how do I don't want to get you in trouble, but like gratitudeless work. Like it's a lot of stuff that it's hard, right? That's what so what I was going to say to you moving into that, I asked you if you wanted to open up your restaurant. I want to open up my own restaurant. Talk me into it or out of it.
The person doing the work. There's days, if Joe wants to bends over the grill for 6 hours without looking up, and mistakes happen. It's a day-by-day thing. It's, what kind of per staff you hire and how well you can delegate, If you want to, if you want to be really hands-on and, do everything yourself, then, you're going to have a lot of work to do. If you want to hire, like, excellent, handsome young men like myself.
I love this guy. I love it.
And like,
I do. I'd keep doing it. I love it.
And delegate and, give them responsibility, teach them how to do it, watch, and, let them go. Then, you can back off and, be the guy in the corner of the table. So, yeah, it all depends on the staff you hire, how you want to do it. You know what I mean? I think it's a real case by case kind of.
All right, so talk to me about
deal.
some of your favorite stuff, right? So I know Lorraine's chowing down on that garlic cheesesteak, which I happen to love.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Was really good?
There's still half
I was
of it
going to
there.
say, you ate that fast, man. You're like a buzzsaw.
I am. I
Damn,
am. I do
lady.
eat too fast.
Holy Toledo. What would you... Well, first of all, let's do the easy question. You didn't ask him what his favorite item on the menu was, did you?
No, I didn't ask him his favorite
So what's
item.
your favorite item on the menu? If I can...
Man, so absolutely. I consider myself a cheesesteak connoisseur.
Oh,
and
we're going to have some conversations that...
We have very delicious cheesesteaks.
Really?
But our burgers are also just so good, and they're not nearly as popular as I think they should be. I get one every Saturday. I love them.
Which one? You got to be more specific. I see a bunch
So
of them here.
I make my own. So on the bottom right, I get a cheeseburger, toast the buns, mayo, ketchup, mustard, pickles, onions. It's so good. My guy Daniel back there is just not me. Cook.
Oh,
Daniel.
the other
He's just
good-looking
excellent.
Daniel.
The other good-looking
Got
guy
it.
is just excellent. Yeah, the burgers are really good. But cheesesteaks are excellent. Burgers are excellent.
So I'm gonna throw this at you, and I want to get your opinion on it, right? So
Sure.
I was telling Lorraine before in pre-show we were down in Wildwood over the weekend, and you ever hear of A&LP? It's like an old sandwich shop down there, and I had one called the Steak Bomb, and it was, first of all, it was like 6.5 pounds of meat, right, on a seated roll. It was sharp provolone, Genoa salami, and a long hot, and I got to tell you, it was pretty good.
He
That sounds pretty
liked
good.
it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
still recovering.
Still, not from maybe from the cheesesteak. Yeah, I'm recovering with the cheesesteak. Yes, not the alcohol. Correct.
What I'm curious to know, Dan, is how do you apply your psychology degree to this job?
Oh man, that's a great question. It's that's putting me on the spot.
Of course it is. Well, what did you intend to do with that degree?
It was another thing where I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. Classes were really interesting. It was like 70% females in the major.
And that's why you took the major?
No, that's like 70% of the reason I took the major, not all of it. I'm sorry. I didn't know what I wanted to major, and it was really interesting. Find it, really, I'm really interested in how people think and all that. I'd say just watching carefully here. Watching the dining room, seeing if people are looking up at us to see if they're they might be waiting too long. See if how they're looking at their food. Whether I can kind of look and see if something's wrong. How they're doing. When people are ordering, see if they're teetering on the edge of something being too pricey or this or that.
So you can use that to your advantage to
kinda just-
upsell or suggest something else?
Right, upsell or just trying to create a better dining experience. If I someone's waiting on takeout and they're kind of giving me the eye, you can tell they're waiting too long. I'm make sure that it's coming along. Let them know how long much longer it's going to be.
What aspect of the job do you like best?
I like interacting with people a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. You get regular customers who are really nice. You get people who are, just kind people. Obviously, you have, you're less than kind customers. But
Do
people.
you try to turn them around a little bit?
I do, but
I can't imagine with that smile and those eyes and his humor that they wouldn't,
yeah, so it's just
melt in your hands.
Thank you so much. But it's fun, you know what I mean? People are just coming in looking to have a nice evening, and you get to greet them and see them out.
So you like working with people?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Interesting. And did you get any read on Gene when he was devouring that sandwich?
Yeah, something about like the way he was saying how good it was that made me just know like he was enjoying it.
I wasn't. There was no bullshit there. I
knew
was
that.
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah. No,
but
that
even
was,
before he said anything, could you tell? You weren't looking at him. Were you watching me devour my cheesesteak?
No, I wasn't.
Good.
I wasn't looking. I was.
Are you?
Intently
doing a great job.
You
Dan.
are doing a great job. That's true. That is true.
All right, so you don't handle the social media for Carmines. Are you on social yourself?
Yeah.
Which ones? What's your favorite?
Instagram.
I knew he was going
yeah,
to say
you
that.
knew that.
I just had a funny feeling that's what you were going to say. Give out your Instagram handle if you want to.
I don't want to, but thank you.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's
So
fine.
It's private, all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's
that's
not even
okay.
private. I just.
You don't need any more followers. You don't need the hassle.
Right. Exactly. You know what I mean? Mo followers, mo problems.
That's right.
I love every second of that.
I know what I love about it. He doesn't have an ego. He's not here trying to promote himself.
Nope.
He's just having fun.
No, that's great. And does Carmines have an Instagram account?
I don't think we have Instagram.
No, I couldn't find it. I think they're on Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter, so
Definitely
I don't know.
on definitely on Facebook.
We're gonna give.
Why is everybody dissing Twitter? I'm finally, after 11 years being on it, I'm getting it.
Jesus. Listen.
Or whatever it is. Has it been around?
Here it
11
is.
years?
Parkside Parkside Pizza. Right?
Yes.
Let me make sure it's the right one.
Where are you? What?
I am at 180 Little Conestoga Road.
No. What?
Oh, Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah,
Yes,
on
they're
Facebook.
definitely on Facebook because they
That's
liked our post.
I am going to like this page.
You got to
Boom.
do that.
Now you got some love from your boy.
Yeah.
We got to get these numbers. All right, so
Gene's doing a little analysis on
No.
Facebook.
I'm actually looking at like what's going on here. Swing for a cause. You got a golf and clam bake. Can I just come for the clams?
I don't think they'd want you on the golf course.
Yeah, that's actually
Just
true.
saying.
No, that is actually true. And this is for actually. Let's give it a plug. Children's Hospital Philly.
When is it?
This is. Oh shit! It passed.
I knew it.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Well,
I won't even say it.
kudos to Carmines for doing
Yeah,
it.
well, that doesn't mean
Doing
they
it for
haven't
the
done it
children.
since. But yeah, all right. So I missed this one. I missed this one.
Swing for a cause plaque right there on the wall.
First place.
Yeah.
What's that? What's the swing for a cause? Do you know what that is?
That's what you just read
What? Wait. So wait.
for Children's Hospital.
All right, never mind. I'm not even going to go down that road. I was going to say, did you guys run it?
That was 2017. I wasn't here yet.
Okay, because here's the thing: if you run it and then you take the first place trophy home, that's
a
a
win's
little
a
rigged.
win. You know what I mean? If you,
It says first place.
It does.
All right,
say
I
that,
like your
but
style. Okay.
It looks like there's going to be other ones because there's empty
Yes.
placards
Yes.
for.
We need to get. I want to be at that one.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Me and you'll get a golf. We'll sponsor it.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we'll sponsor the clams.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's fine by me. I love what you're doing for the community though. So like I sit on the board at this down in my area. It's called the Newtown Square Petticoat League. It's a softball league for girls. There's actually 450 girls. It's a pretty big league down in that area. And I always love when I go to places more often when they sponsor the girls. You know what I mean? Like when they sponsor a team and they give their money back to the community, I'm more likely to go in their place more often.
Oh yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just girls. Any team they sponsor.
Oh, if they're doing something in my community, yeah.
Okay,
I live in
all
Newtown
right.
Square, so like
Understood.
if they're doing good things and giving away events, doing events, golf outings, giving their place up. Like I don't know if you guys have ever had a fundraiser in here, but they give up the space.
Yeah.
We have an Uno's
So
by
you
us
support
that does.
them?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Well, that's why they do it. Get the name out and right.
Yeah, sure.
And to give back and
Some
all that, of
marketing
course.
there, I guess,
Sure,
right?
there
You're
is.
trying to do a
Little
good
PR.
thing, but it's okay if it benefits in business.
And if it doesn't, fine. You're still doing a good thing, and you're being responsible and a good steward, right?
I still rather it be about the business.
Most businessmen
I'm just
would.
kidding. I'm
no,
only
you're always.
kidding.
You just said you wanted it to be about the community.
No, I do. I do. I frequent it more often because of that, for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Carmines has been a gracious host. We appreciate it. Dan, you've been terrific.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
You need to do more podcasts.
I'm coming back for another one of those things. I'm not going to lie to you.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Me myself?
You yourself?
No.
I could just see him doing videos.
Should
I
I
could.
get one?
With that smile, yeah.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, you should do
Yes,
them.
you absolutely should.
Do your little selfie videos, talk about whatever interests you. Yeah, I
Okay.
think you'll get a huge following. No, you don't want a following, though. Depends.
Maybe on YouTube. Instagram,
Maybe.
He's doing some scandalous stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
Right, but yeah, that's the Pocono hot tub incident. You know about the Pocono hot tub incident?
No, because I'm blocked.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
No, I think he's got like some fantasy football or something going on.
Oh, definitely.
No, I'll
As
make the
do I, by the
YouTube
way.
channel and then I'll text it. You got to plug it on your next one. All right.
We will.
Okay, sounds good.
Absolutely.
All
No, we'll
right.
definitely do that for sure.
Dano, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, man. It was awesome.
Carmine's Parkside in Chester Springs on Conestoga Road. You got to check it out. And Gene,
Come up and get the Gene Volpe Caesar wrap.
oh, you got your name on it
Why?
now.
Well, if 40 people come in and order the Gene Volpe Caesar wrap,
I
I'm
think it's
getting my
going to
next
take
one on the
more
house.
than 40 people.
What, to get a free one?
Oh, to get a free
bet
one.
you
I
10
thought you
come
meant to
in.
get your name on it.
No. No. I don't want my name on it. I just want them to know that people are coming because they heard this podcast.
There you go.
That's all.
All right. Ciao, brother.
That's it. iTunes 5 stars, or I'm coming to get you
MarketingRV.com.
on iTunes.